Hello everyone, and welcome back to the BosqueeNet adventure. My name's Jeff, and well, it's been a little while since we've been out on a camping adventure together. The last time we went out, we did a little bit of snowshoeing, but now it's time to do another snow camping adventure. I've got a lot of hiking that I need to get done, and it's in the snow tonight. Well, I best get moving on up the trail, and we'll catch up with each other once I get to camp. All right, everyone, I've made it up to camp. There was a lot of trudging in the snow this go around. It was a little bit deeper in areas than what I thought it was going to be. And to do the whole stop and go, set up a camera and everything else, it was just a bit much. So I hope you don't mind that I just kind of quickly got up to camp as soon as I could, just so that I could get everything going up here. Let's see here. I think I've got about a half an hour before the sun goes behind the hill, so I really need to start setting up camp. But just a little bit of outlook, just a little teaser and everything. It is going to be a cold one tonight. Right now it's about 32 degrees, but a snowstorm is coming. I'll tell you all about it here in just a little bit after I get camp all set up. I'll give you the weather report and everything else. But as for right now, I really do need to get moving, get the camp all set up, and let's get this adventure rolling. I will be utilizing the guy out points here on the side just to make sure that we can hold up to the storm tonight. All right, everyone, it took me just a little bit of time because I had to flatten out an area to put the tent. That way, the snow was compact enough so that I could drive stakes into the ground. Otherwise, this snow is just absolute powder, and I couldn't get stakes to stay into the ground. So I had to pack everything down, and in doing that, I've got stakes that go into the hard-packed snow now, and a tent that's all set up. I'm really looking forward to using this one. This is brand new to my arsenal. It was a Christmas gift from Mandy. I told her I wanted a new tent, front entry, not side. There's just something about a front entry tent that I like in the wintertime. It allows me, at least when I'm setting up my sleeping pad and everything else, just to kind of toss it in there, fill it up at the entryway, no having to have part of it out of the tent or anything else like that. I can just roll it in and inflate the pad right here in the entryway. Extra snow pants should I need them. It's the winter time, so you know exactly what pad I'm using. My pillow, an extra blanket, an extra pillow, and all of my other layers should I need them. But let's get the inside of the tent set up now. While the pad's inflating, I'll take the time to set up my table. Multitasking, I love it. And remember, folks, just so that I have the right tautness, I mean, the Flextail does an awesome job getting it 90% of the way there, but I will have to utilize the sack to make it the right tautness. And this is so much easier to do sitting in the entryway of this tent. And I'll keep the valve at this end of the tent should I need to put just a little bit more into it before bedtime. Awesome. So I've got the inside of the tent all squared away, but we're going to start losing light here shortly. So I better go check out the views behind me and not squander them. Let's go check them out. This is always a spectacular view from up here. Got the mountain right behind me. There's a whole lot more snow up here since the last time we were here. Not so much that it's prevented me from coming up here yet, but let me give you just a shot over here. Well, a couple of adventures ago, this is where I put the bivvy tent. As you can see, there's a whole lot more snow up here now. All right, good views, check. It is absolutely awesome. However, come the morning, I don't know how well those views are going to hold out. Let me tell you what's coming. Here's the weather report for tonight. Mostly cloudy with heavy snow and lows around 20 degrees. Wind chill values as low as 10 degrees. Winds will be from the southwest at 7 miles per hour with gusts as high as 19 miles an hour. 90% chance of precipitation. New snow accumulations around 3 inches. So, so we're in for a good one tonight. All of these blue skies are going to go away. But as it stands right now, let's see here, time check. It is 5 o'clock. I'm hungry. I'm gonna be doing most everything just at the entrance of the tent here tonight. I'm gonna start cooking up dinner. Tonight, what do we have? Gotta go over to the bag. I packed this like a week and a half ago and wasn't able to go out on an adventure, so I kind of forgot what I packed. But tonight, we have ourselves yellow curry with chicken. I'm looking forward to this one. This should be really good. So I got to get some water going. I think what I'm going to do is prepare enough water for the adventure meal and a cup of hot chocolate. So let's get going. As I alluded in my previous videos, I was prepping to use my Sphia stove. And sure enough, brought it with me tonight. That's what we'll be using. I do want to make sure that the nozzle is all nice and clean for us. So I have a needle that I use just to make sure that that is all nice and clear. Yep. Because soot will build up in there. All right, so tonight I'm going to be starting the stove just a little bit different than normal. I brought a little bit of straw, and I'm just going to siphon some of the fuel out of the canister here and use that. There's a whole lot more heat to it, and so it should get going a whole lot quicker. I'm going to take that straw wrapper and just kind of wrap it around the neck here. That way, it'll also help absorb some of the fuel. Just like that. Perfect. And away she goes. Again, patience is the name of the game here. You don't want to prematurely light it and let all that pressure escape on you. Just like that. Mandy got me some new water bottles for Christmas too, along with the tent. So, thank you, Mandy. Yep, we're just gonna load that up. I feel like I haven't been out on a camp in a while. I'm just all discombobulated, I guess. Need to check and see what our temperature is now. Let's let that acclimatize here for just a little bit. Where's a good place to put that? Maybe over here on my pole. And get that to stick around just like that. Yep, perfect. Awesome. Check out my previous hammock camping video where I kind of debuted this stove on the channel and the modification that I did to the pot so that it fits on there nice and snug. When the pot starts shaking like that, I think we're at a boil. Indeed we are. Just gonna set that off to the side there for a moment. Yum. I love the smell of curry. And this is a really good one. That's gonna be tasty. But for now, I'm gonna put it in the sleeping bag so that it can fully rehydrate and not lose its warmth. Do the dunk test. Make sure I sealed that up properly before sticking it in my sleeping bag. I think I'm going to double koozie this one just so that it can last a while. Yep, just like that. Set that off to the side here for a moment. And then the rest of that hot water goes back into the water bottle. That way I don't have to worry about my water freezing. Does look like some clouds are starting to roll in. The snow is supposed to start coming in maybe about 10 o'clock tonight. Looking forward to it. A 20-degree low, 10-degree wind chill. Yeah, this is going to be a cold storm. Checking out the thermostat, it looks like it settled in at around 27 degrees. So, yeah, it's chilly already. But hey, hot chocolate and hot dinner. Yeah, I'll be doing just fine. All smiles, as you can see. I love doing these kinds of adventures. Now, unfortunately, there is not a whole lot of firewood to be had this time of year. So sorry, no campfire tonight. But what are you going to get instead? Well, you're going to get Jeff enjoying these magnificent views. Probably more sitting in the entryway of the tent. Kind of curious on how that's going to be in the morning with the snow. So yeah, just a different kind of adventure. A little bit different than what we're used to. So let's see here. A couple of weeks ago was the Christmas break. Had a fantastic holiday. I was able to celebrate Christmas, New Year's with Paige, Lucas, and Mandy. We feasted. We ate a lot of treats. I gained probably more weight than what I wanted to. But it was a fantastic time, a fantastic holiday. Based on my timing and release schedule of videos, I know this one's actually set to release somewhere around Valentine's Day. So, I hope you all are having a fantastic New Year already. It's February. For me, it's still January right now, but hey, for all of you, it's February. So I hope you all have been enjoying these first couple of months of 2025, as well as I hope you all have also been able to do a couple adventures. And if you have, be sure to share them with me. I always love hearing about the adventures that you are going on too. Dinner, all nice and warm on the hands. That's fantastic. I'm gonna dive in. Oh yeah. Just the aroma of curry. Oh my goodness, that is good. Here's what it looks like, y'all. Let's dig in. Oh, fantastic. This is a really good one. It's got carrots and peas and zucchini, along with the chicken and rice. It's just a fantastic combination. Wonderful. All right, wow. Time flies when you're having fun. I know I've been having fun on this adventure. It's a cold one for sure. The temperature is still around 26 degrees, but I've just been watching the sunset hit the clouds. So just a moment ago, I captured this video of just the orange hue in the clouds behind the mountain. I thought that was pretty, and I needed to share it with you all. It's dark out now. No stars out. You know, we've definitely got our cloud coverage now. So sorry, no night photography for me tonight. But let's see here. I am getting tired. It's time to start warming up a little bit more than what I have been doing. That warm meal, that warm hot chocolate, you know, that was tasty. That was really good, but that was quite a while ago. So I think I'm going to just start crawling into bed now. Get warm. I've warmed up all my water bottles again, so the sleeping bag is going to be quite toasty. But let's see here. Like I said, snow's coming in tonight, temperature dropping to, around 20 degrees. Once the weather comes in, I'll be sure to grab the camera and share it all with you. But until then, or until the morning, we'll see you all later. You have a good night. Here comes the snow. This is awesome. Way cool. What I wanted, for sure. The temperature's actually gone up just a little bit. Says that it's 27 degrees. There's an occasional wind gust. I don't know if y'all can hear that, hitting the tops of the trees. Hasn't really come down low to the ground. At least the tent hasn't been moving about at all. But this is pretty awesome. I'm loving it. I'm gonna try getting back to sleep. Just enjoy the tinkling of the snow hitting the tent. But we'll for sure see you all in the morning. And we may just get that 3 inches of snow. So stay tuned. We'll see you all later. Good night. Ooh. Good morning, everyone. It sounds windy out there. At least up in the tops of the trees. I can definitely hear the wind just blowing out there. Not quite sure how much snow we got. I can see the shadow of snow around the tent and everything else. So we'll have to get out and check and see how much we got. Excuse me there. We'll have to check out and see how much we got here in just a moment. I have some oatmeal for breakfast this morning, so I think I'll get up and start making that. I can tell that it is going to be cold outside. I can tell that right now. There was one point during the night that I got so warm that I needed to unzip the sleeping bag and let some of the heat out. I was so hot. But other than getting too hot during the night, I slept quite well. I think it's still trying to maybe snow outside. I just heard some snow hitting the tent, but maybe it's just windy and coming out of the trees at this point. But let's see here. Let's go ahead and get going, and let's see how much snow we got. See, there's a shadow of snow right there. We're just going to have to pound that off. I don't want that coming in on top of me. you guys do the lookabout for me. Looks like it's still blowing around out there. 22 degrees. Okay. Yeah, it's still snowing out there, so I'll have to get bundled up before breakfast and everything, just so I don't freeze and get cold. I'm gonna start doing that, and I'll catch back up with you all once I start making breakfast. I think I'm actually gonna start putting away some of the stuff in here. Get the bag, sleeping pad, extra quilt, and pillows and everything all packed away, squared away. The hands and digits are all nice and warm right now, and if I wait, that becomes a really cold task to do. So I'll get it done now, and then I'll do some breakfast. I said I like these long tents like this. It gives me plenty of room to roll that up without having to go outside to do it. So that was nice. That was pretty easy to do. I suspect if we listen closely this morning, we're going to hear explosions from the nearby ski resorts. Sorry. We'll hear the nearby booms. I did opt to put on my extra pair of snow pants, because it's already a chilly morning. There was a boom. Not sure if y'all could even hear that one. I did. It's a winter wonderland out here. Give you a walk about the tent. Show you how it did. Yeah, it held up quite well. Still snowing out there, still trying to blow it in. I think I'm just protected by the trees here, which is nice. The jury's out on if I like futzing around with this table, by the way. I'm sure there are easier tables to manage. I'm gonna set it up over here, do my cooking out here this time instead of blocking the doorway. That wasn't thunder, that was just the ski resorts. My hands have been getting cold doing all this, so I have a portable battery-powered hand warmer, and this guy works out pretty well. Get him going. Like I've said in previous videos on these cold camps, organization is key. You make a mess, it's just a mess that you got to clean up later in the cold. So I like to keep everything just nice and tidy, and it keeps me from having to do more work later. I think we're good so far. Yep, that guy's already warming up. Very nice. Let's enjoy some hot chocolate. A little hot chocolate cheers for everyone this morning. Little warm, but it'll keep the hands warm at the same time. Just kind of nice and peaceful and serene up here. It's just been a gorgeous morning. Loving it. The snow has slowed down. You can still hear the wind in the tops of the trees, though. It's 23 degrees. What is that in Celsius? Let's push the button here. Negative 5.1 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's chilly. But that is not. That is piping hot. I don't know if this place is familiar to you all, but over here, that's where we set up our hammock. That's the fire pit down there. But yeah, we've done ourselves a spot of hammock camping here. Kind of like this area. In fact, I think when I was up here doing that camp, I may have mentioned that, hey, you know, Eventually the snow comes and kicks us out from coming up here. Well, it has been snowing, as you can see, but not enough to prevent us from coming up here. I'm going to need to start cruising through breakfast here, though. When it gets cold like this, I definitely move slower, and it takes me a little bit more time to get everything all packed away and situated. So here's to slow mornings. Let's check out our oatmeal. Good stuff. I've had this before. It's got the big chunks of apples in it, pumpkin seed, flax seed. Pretty good stuff. It's definitely your heartier oatmeal. The snowmobilers are starting to head out. They're going to enjoy the fresh powder of the day. Because this is certainly powder out here. This is not your heavy, thick snow. All right, so I've done a quick check around camp, make sure I picked everything up, leave no trace, even in the snow. Right, so let's see here. It's been a fantastic morning, great adventure. I love the snow. I love doing the snow camping. Been listening to the booms going off all morning at the ski resort here, so they must have received a fair amount of snow up there. But let's see here. I'm going to throw on the pack. Going to sign off now. I want to thank you all for joining me on this adventure. It's been a fun one. I always enjoy the opportunity to be able to share these adventures with you. So if you like the content that I'm providing, be sure to like and subscribe. It would really help the channel. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or hey, you just want to chat, hit me up down in the comment section down below. I always look forward to hearing from you. I'm going to start heading on down the trail. We'll see you in the next adventure. Bye now.